Because I feel like the delay is getting worse over time.
Is it?
I mean, maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
God knows.
God knows. Say your prayers.
That sounds like a threat.
Yeah.
Say your prayers.
Say your prayers, bro.
Say your prayers, bitch. All right, clap.
It is a threat.
I don't want to do this. I want to do the. I mean, it was my idea, the mousetrap. Not that I'm okay. I want to do the podcast, obviously.
All right.
This is the only...
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of Half Cocked, Half Baked.
Now, you may be asking yourself, where the fuck am I? Where are we?
We are in the different apartment, another apartment.
This is our safe house. We're currently being followed by like 15 people.
Lots of people.
Too many.
Too many.
I can't even count them. They're like, I see some of them walking on the street. And I'm like, dude,
that's one. That's one.
Every time I see a black car, I'm like, oh my god, it's the FBI.
Yeah, I look around like, oh shit, shit's got to go down, dude.
Fucking no, please.
Yeah. Also, we got a new microphone for Will.
This is my actual microphone. This is like my setup for like my computer.
Yeah.
If you've ever watched a Restless Whale stream,
you should know.
You're a lucky bastard because they're few and far
Very
in between.
rare.
There's like it's like a gold standard.
Yeah.
But they only appear once every like blue moon. So if you ever catch one, I feel sorry for you.
And I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, for me?
Because
yes.
Something's about to happen. Last time, if you guys remember, I beat Etienne.
Shamefully.
In a Jigs versus Falco match. I played Jigs, he played his main Falco, and I still beat him on Pokemon Stadium. And now, the repercussions are gonna be... They're gonna be crazy.
I think that really hurt a lot because that was also like immediately after I had lost to Dopamine in bracket for the first time. So like having lost to your pup as well, it just sort of like broke me.
Oh no.
There's no coming back from
that. I don't know. I got like one grab at the end and it just killed you off of it.
Pretty much.
I didn't even rest you. It's just like back airs.
You read a jump, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you missed a rest. That was when you almost freaked it.
Yeah, I freaked it.
You tried.
I freaked it.
You tried your best.
I tried.
And you still won.
But I still succeeded it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
So, what I came up with was a mousetrap.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, if you've seen the promo video already, you see me mousetrap myself. But if you look closely, I actually mousetrapped the side of my hand.
Yeah.
That was because that video was take 3.
Yes,
right?
I think so.
And I had already mousetrapped my fingers.
To the point
takes.
that it was like almost unrecoverable.
Yeah, like my fingers were about to fall off.
Yeah,
basically.
it was wild.
But it just after a while it starts to hurt, and I just didn't want to wait that long for it to like feel better again, so we just did it on the side. But it is actually the most painful part to mousetrap yourself on is your fingers. I know because
you've done it a lot of times.
During one of those famous but rare Restless Whale streams.
You also did that.
I mousetrapped my toes, the side of my foot, the side of my hand, and my fingers. So like I tried everything essentially.
You haven't tried your
okay, no.
Okay, this might not be able to get uploaded to YouTube, but Life Leak will work.
This video has been uploaded to xvideos.com. Scrolls across the top. Okay, so
let's just get it over with.
So
man.
you get to choose the hand. Which hand do you want me to do it on?
Do your left hand.
My left hand?
You're looking at another left. Yes,
you're looking at my right
my
hand.
Left.
And you said left hand.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so I mean, I guess we just have to get this over with.
Get it over with. That hurt me. Shit. Okay. Well,
let's get. I mean,
it's over.
it's done.
It's been done.
The deed has been done.
Yep.
Now we can move on. We can end the episode.
We can now end the episode. I win again. Did it hurt that much?
It got my middle finger. Like the thing is, sometimes it doesn't hurt a lot, and sometimes it just has like this ringing pain for like 5 minutes.
A couple of days.
It'll pass. Don't worry.
Will it pass?
It's just a minor
It's
fracture.
like a kidney stone. It will pass.
I'm gonna pass a kidney stone through my middle finger. Oh, here it comes.
Oh. All right. So we've got some stuff to talk about. First off, Smash Summit.
Holy
the heck?
What to heck, dude? What is like this year in Smash is just like
it's crazy.
Everything's changing.
Yeah, and I love it.
I freaking hecking love it.
It might be a surprise to a lot of people, but X is my second most favorite player.
And your first is me.
Leffen. Yes, you.
Yep.
No, I really like Leffen because he's so fucking cocky. I love it.
That's fair.
But no, X, I just can't help but root for X every time he plays, even if he plays 11. Maybe X is my favorite. You know what? X is my favorite.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
because it's like
Pikachu.
If they're head to head and you're rooting for X,
Yeah,
then you definitely don't like Leffen.
But I love Levin. He's great.
Leffen's pretty cool.
Yeah, but damn. X won. He beat Zane 3-2. That was a really close set. Zane barely lost that set.
Yeah.
Last game, last
He's
stock.
getting closer, isn't he?
He's been getting closer slowly but surely. And I think Zane's gonna get like a win pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like after Summit, because I feel like X might be like he peaked. Like he peaked super hard for a couple of tournaments.
Yeah.
And now maybe it's gonna go downwards, right?
I thought about this after Summit. I was like, when is it going to be Zane's turn to be like first? But I realized that he was the first one to do it. He won Shine.
Yeah.
He bopped H-Box, won Shine.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa, the up and comers.
Blup actually was the first one to do it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, okay, fair. I'm talking like in this year.
Yeah.
Shine was this year, right? It was like early this year?
I think so. Or maybe end of 2018. I don't remember.
This season of Smash, I guess.
Yeah. This new era we're going into.
These little kids come into our tournaments.
Little small babies.
Tiny little baby boys.
Yeah.
Get out of my tournament.
No. They can stay.
Not if
the
it's 18
future.
plus.
What?
Not if it's 18 plus.
Yeah.
And they gotta leave.
Yeah, they gotta leave.
When Pipsqueak shows up in the skimpy outfit, they gotta leave.
They gotta leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have to witness that. I think that's fair
We
for
should
them.
make tournaments 18 plus only.
21 plus in the US, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons, yeah.
Like, I don't even have to explain them.
Yeah, we should make Air 21 plus too, because Americans are traveling. Not Air, Fete.
We should have a 30 plus tournament. Invite Hugo.
He'll win.
He's the only one that comes.
He'll win.
Oh my god.
I can't believe it.
But I mean, not only X, it was also like breakout performance for IBDW. With Leffen beat H-Box again, which just kind of proves that he's like solidly.
Yeah, but
there.
I think that's really cool because he really showed like even though he was out of Melee for a long time, for I think like half a year, he's still like, even with like, especially with the ultimate practice, he's so good at like the patient matchups.
Yeah.
I think he'll also do like pretty well against Wizrobe. Have they played? I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
think
think
he might do really well against Wizrobe too.
Oh, they did, because Wizrobe had to beat Leffen to face Axe in grand finals.
Oh, right.
So they faced and Wizrobe won.
Okay. I'm getting called. I'm not going to pick that up.
Weird. I don't know. That's an interesting question of like who you would assume would win that fight, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. My money would be on Leffen just because I think Fox kind of has the upper hand there. But
Yeah,
Wizzy
and
is just...
he's really patient, but Wizzy is also like, he's like patient master.
Yeah.
And Smash DI master.
You can play versus Falcon or you can play versus Wizzy. It's like two different things.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. Like his reactions are so fast.
He probably drinks a lot of milk and
And
goes
Adderall.
to bed early. Adderall.
Of course. Of course.
Laces the milk.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Open
But
your
damn,
third eye.
X, he got like, I think 3 major tournaments, second placements. No, 2, sorry.
Genesis and Gommel?
Yeah, I think Gommel. And like it was almost a matter of time, and now it happened. It was great. His reaction was priceless too. It was so heartfelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cried.
I'm
gonna be honest.
When I first started playing Melee, I was also younger. I was also like early high school, so I was able to stay up longer and not like feel the consequences because whatever, high school is kind of like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But like, after maybe the first year or two that I watched Melee, I stopped staying up super late to watch it, you know? Like, I saw EVO 2014 was my first tournament that I watched for the whole thing. And I stayed up super late for the end of that and everything. And then as time went on, I just found that I wasn't really like enticed to stay watching for that long. It would be like, for a while there was Armada, H-Box, always
Yeah, that's
grand finals,
exactly what I was
every
going to
time.
talk about, yeah.
And like, it just wasn't exciting for me once I saw people getting knocked out who I knew had a chance at that. And then it was just like, oh, for example, if Mango is now in winners final or in winners semis against H-Box and Armada is in winners semis against like, I don't know, maybe Axe or something at that point, or like SFAT, then like, dude, it's definitely going to be Armada H-Box winners finals. It's going to be Armada H-Box grand finals.
I stopped watching like every time Armada H-Box grand finals happened because it's like, we've seen it so many times. It's a struggle for both sides, and it's like, okay.
I have respect for both players. And I like both players.
I actually sympathize with H-Box a lot more after Summit. I really liked, especially his set with IBDW. I think that was so great.
Yeah.
Like IBDW played fantastic, and like I think both of their reactions were really heartfelt. Like especially the last game when IBDW was up 3 stocks or 2 stocks, and he was about to take the last stock. Like he was laughing. I mean, like smiling, not laughing.
Yeah.
He was smiling, and HBoss was also acknowledging, like, okay, this kid, he's doing some stuff, and
he was
I
like
can't, he couldn't beat him. He kind of gave up at that moment.
He was giving HBox like a wet willy. He like punched HBox's arm and then like comboed him a bunch. Dude, that was so sick.
Yeah.
So
That's great. I love it, and now I sympathize with HBox. That's how it happened.
But so like when I was watching Summit, I initially was thinking like I'm just gonna go to bed at some point. I have class in the morning, like I can't be up this late. But as soon as I started seeing stuff like IBDW making a tear through bracket, Axe staying on winner's side for like most of the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, so guess I'm just gonna finish watching this tournament because I'm actually interested to see how it plays out. Yeah. Because at that point it could have been anybody. It could have been Leffen, Axe, Wizrobe. HBox still kind of had a chance until I saw he had to play IBDW, and I was like, there's a good chance he loses that because IBDW was like kicking ass.
He's been grinding that matchup too. Like he was so ready for HBox.
Yeah,
you can see that. He even talked about it after the set. He's like, I've been waiting to get a chance to play HBox in bracket, and that was actually like his first like thing he thought of when he was like, okay, I'm going to Summit just to beat HBox. That's what he wanted to do. And he did it. It's insane.
I also think it's kind of interesting to see how the state of Melee is now like who you meet in bracket determines how your bracket goes. Yeah. Like before, if you met Armada or HBox, you're probably going down. Or like one of the gods, you can guarantee you're probably going to lose. Yeah. But like now, like for example, if Wizzy has to face Mango, that's a rough matchup for Wizzy. So if he can avoid Mango, he has a much better chance of winning the tournament. Yeah. It comes down to like how well you place in order for how good you get seeded the next time, and then just luck in general, you know. I
really want to see X versus HBox again, because it's been a while, and I wonder how it'll do. I think it's gonna be rough. Yeah. But he's been playing so on point, but it might also it kind of feel like X might be dropping off pretty soon because he peaked. I feel like he peaked, and he might like. I'm kind of scared. Maybe I'm like too skeptical, but
yeah, I don't know. I think as long as he keeps competing, he's gonna get more chances like that because he's always gonna get the chance to play like. There'll be a time when he gets the same bracket when he plays like the same people that he played at Summit, and all he has to do is perform exactly how he did there. Yeah, and he'll do fine. Yeah, and that's even saying like in Summit he wasn't playing perfectly. He dropped the set to Wizzy in Grand Finals. Like he could have wrapped that up real fast. Yeah. It could have been a lot more polished. Obviously, not taking credit from him. He won like the biggest tournament in a while, but
crazy shit.
You know, you just have to assume that he'll do exactly what he did again if he ever gets the chance, because he'll know it when he sees the chance and he knows that he has that route again. Yeah, no doubt he's gonna go back into like sicko mode, and he's just gonna like
sicko mode,
and he's just gonna like breeze through it. It's not gonna be a problem. Yeah. Hopefully at least, and as long as people don't grind the Pikachu matchup.
Which is gonna happen now. I mean, Zane was already doing that. He's been grinding the Pikachu matchup for I think like months now.
Yeah, but as if you can find a Pikachu that's as consistent as.
And that's the problem. That's also the problem with HBox, of course, because that's why I think his reign was so supreme. It was because he doesn't play friendlies with Jigs, and there is no one at his level. Like there's no one who is as good at HBox that plays Jigs. So,
did you end up watching the snippet of the documentary or not?
No.
I ended up watching it. It turns out, remember how I said that he was like talking over it? He only talked for like the first few seconds, and the rest of it he just let it play. Okay. It's actually a really interesting snippet. I would say everybody else get a chance to watch it if you can. Yeah. Just go to Sandbox's stream, look at the VOD. It's like 19 minutes or something.
Maybe you should put it in the description. The link.
Yeah. I have the link. I can put it in there. But I'm not gonna go too in depth about it because I don't want to ruin it, and like I don't want to be like, oh, and then this happened, and then they show this. It's just like the snippet he shows is the story of Armada. How he chose Young Link against HBox, like why he chose Young Link, and how he came to that realization.
And then it was Ness versus Young Link at some point.
But it cuts off before they like fight or whatever. Okay. It's just him talking about.
It's like a small snippet.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
But I thought that was interesting because you mentioned that. That's what he talks about in that thing as well. He says like because there were no good puffs in Europe, there was no way to train for HBox if he wasn't playing HBox, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like this sort of upper edge you have, this upper hand you get because your opponent is not able to practice against the character you play.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I main Bowser now.
Very
okay.
Good choice. Yeah, good choice.
I'm coming out.
I mean, I actually really feel like that advantage is like I also have that advantage in Holland. Like I'm the only half decent Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm lucky I get to play you a lot.
I mean, Koen is also a good Pikachu, but he doesn't really go to tournaments. Yeah. So people like, oh yeah, I want to play you because I want to learn a matchup, and I'm like, learn a matchup for who? Oh, for me.
Oh, yeah.
Just for me, because there's no one else.
Oh, you want to step to me?
Yeah, but
you want to face me.
But I'm just gonna play friendlies with them because I love it. I love Melee.
But that's like I'm lucky I get to play you a lot because I learn a lot about the matchup and stuff.
I mean, are you lucky? You also learn about the Pikachu matchup, and that's only useful for me.
I get to learn how it feels to get tail spiked at like 10%.
Yes.
Yeah. Or when I do double lasers and you have smash me. Real eye opener.
That happened a lot.
A lot.
It
still happens. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
it's getting better.
It's your instinct. Yeah, it's getting better.
And it's like it's been good because that essentially taught me to like implement ledge dashes a bit better and like practice it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I've said it before, but I don't grind a lot of stuff. So when I learn to do something, it's because I apply it in like a real match or like a friendly or something. I don't do it offline or against like bots or whatever. I'll just practice combos against them. But so in that case, it helps me a lot because it forces me to ledge dash, and then I get better at it because I'm doing it in an actual situation, right? Getting comfortable with it. And then I catch people off guard. People who I haven't played in a while, they're like, "Whoa!" I like ledge dash up. They're like, "What? Why didn't you double laser?"
Oh, you know what I really hate about a lot of people, like a lot of Foxes and Falcos who ledge dash. They do like shine ledge dash, and it's like throwaway frames. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Matti always does it. I'm always like, why do you do that?
Stop.
He has 0 Galint.
Oh, I mean, you don't need Galint to be a baller.
Yeah, you do. I mean, Galint's gonna save you from that Marth F smash at ledge.
Oh my god, it will.
Yes.
This is an amazing revelation.
Yes. You know how often I would like perfect ledge dash get that like 14 Galint. 14 Galint. 14. That's
on the board.
3 frames from frame perfect.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow, you're not.
And then Knuckles is there like nothing happens.
I mean, Knuckles is pretty much always like.
Yeah, but I'm just there on stage next to him and it doesn't affect me. It's like, what are you even trying, bro?
Yeah. What? I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Fight me.
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
I ain't gonna let you get the chance, stupid. All right. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, Summit. That's pretty much wraps up Summit, right? Anything else you want to say?
No, X is amazing.
Shout
I cried.
out to X.
Like I said.
Yeah.
It was really emotional.
When it ended, I was like, nice. And then I went to sleep at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I was at a party, so I didn't even watch. I had to watch it all back the next day, and I did. And it was great.
You're a dedicated Axe fan.
I don't think I've watched all of the sets, actually. I've watched all of the sets from Axe, but not from IBDW. I didn't watch Moki IBDW.
I didn't watch any of the early ones. I tuned in, like, basically top 8.
It's hot.
I know, it's fucking hot. Yeah, it's like 30 degrees, and we can't run a fan because it's like...
It's gonna be noisy.
And we can't open the window because it's gonna be noisy.
Noisy.
So we're suffering. Also, I'm fucking dying, but we'll get to that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's get to some non-Smash related things now.
This is for all the people who don't like Smash Brothers Melee. Tune in now.
Shout out to Lars.
Shout out to Lars. Lars, if you're out there, hi.
I'll send you a link with the timestamp for this moment.
Yeah. It'll start here. So this is the beginning of the pod. Welcome to
No. We're gonna continue. Okay, so there was a party, and it was in this house.
Yeah.
Your
this
party.
Table. At this.
At this table.
The room was a bit differently arranged, but yeah, it was this essentially.
Yeah.
But you weren't in this room when this happened.
I wasn't in this room. Okay, so I think I had like a couple beers, maybe 3. Like I was still like sober.
Mm-hmm.
I was standing in the kitchen, and there was some guy who was like really obnoxious and loud, and he kept talking to me about having no friends. I was like, why would you tell me this?
Yeah.
And at some point, he was Polish, and he already told me that. I was like, okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, I heard someone in this room say something in Russian, and I was like, did I just hear Russian? And he went ape shit. He was like, what do you mean? Did you just call me Russian? I don't want to be called Russian. Do you want to fight? Do you want to go outside? You want to fight? It's like, guy, calm down. I didn't do anything.
Like, you just give a general statement.
And he did this after he insulted my work. Like, he asked, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I do theater sound design. And he's like, why would you do sound design for theater? Nobody goes to theater. Why don't you do it for games? I'm like, I like theater.
What are you saying? Do you want to fight me?
Yeah, what, do you want to fight me, bro?
Fight?
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that is, I mean, I think that's like my least favorite thing about party culture is the fighting. I don't know why. It's just such
I never fight.
I
mean, I don't want to fight. Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think Knuckles could break me.
No, he'll break you with his knuckles.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I'll tell like an abridged version of the story because it's a really long story. But this is actually not what we have written down. It's just related to the fighting.
All right.
It's like a very U.S. thing to fight at parties. From what I've heard of my friends who took gap years and lived in the U.S.
Yeah.
They were like, at a party usually people just wanna just fuck around, and like fighting is sort of like a guy thing, like palling around, joshing around with your boys. You like knock some dude out. It's just a joke time, dude. It's fucking skits time. But in Germany, I was at this like fest thingy, and some of my friends got into like a massive fight. We ended up having to go to the hospital later that night, and all that ordeal also led us to getting pulled over by the police and shit like that. So, like, just in general, I have a really bad association with like fighting and drinking because it always ends up going bad.
It's stupid. Like, no one wins.
Yeah,
it's just
the person who fought. Either they're gonna like fuck their hands up, or they're gonna feel like shit afterwards.
I don't know. People are crazy, especially when drunk. It's like you don't really control yourself.
Yeah. And it's even weirder because he didn't know you.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You want to fight?" Because that's
after
less
he
of
insulted
like
me, and then he's like, "Did you just insult me?" You're like, no.
It's less of like a friendly gesture and more of like a "I'm gonna kill you" sort of thing.
Yeah, it was like, do I walk away now? What do I do?
Yeah.
But nothing happened, luckily.
Thank God.
I went on and had a beer with Bowen. Shoutouts to Bowen. We made some cookies last stream. That was great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some cookies.
Yeah, it was great. We baked cookies.
Were they good?
Yes.
Better than mine?
What cookies?
The ones I made when you and Mati came over.
Oh yeah, those were pretty good.
Yeah, but they were made from like a mix.
Yeah,
they were like American cookie mix.
I mean, there was some love in there. I felt that.
Hey, I spat in them. What more do you want from me?
that's some love, but it wasn't the amount of love Bowen poured into his cookies. There's so much love in there.
This was streamed on Twitch? Or?
Yes.
Oh, and your account wasn't suspended for this.
I just baked cookies.
And you put a lot of love into it.
I put a lot of love into it.
Like buckets full of
buckets. Liters.
And at my party as well, there was another thing that happened. There was like, I was walking around just like, you know, seeing people, checking out what was going on. Having to run the party is kind of a bitch because you got to like make sure people aren't destroying your house. And at one point I walk up to the balcony door and like the balconies were full pretty much for like the whole party. People loved being on the balcony. And then there was this girl waiting to go. And I was like, what's up? What are you waiting for? Like, why are you trying to get on the balcony? And she said, oh, because I want to smoke this cigarette. And I told her, I said, you can smoke inside. Like, it's okay to smoke inside. She turns to me and says, oh, yeah? Who says? And I was like, I do. I live in this house. This is my house. This is my party. You can smoke in here. So, I mean, I saved the girl's life naturally. She didn't have to wait another 5 minutes for his nicotine hit.
I mean, you need that nicotine.
At a party especially, dude. It's a very stressful situation.
I don't know. I don't smoke, so I wouldn't know.
When I was DJing for the end of the party, like when I couldn't, like, trying to find a cigarette when you're in the party amongst the people is impossible. But as soon as I was DJing, there's like one person on the side of the booth, and I'm like, yo, can you find me a cigarette? And he's like, yeah, sure. Comes back, like a minute later, he has a cigarette.
Nice.
I'm like, where? How did... Literally everybody's like, nah, mate, don't got any cigs, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I don't smoke.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
I feel like... like having to, I mean, what I do like about smoking is that a lot of people get like more breaks from work because they smoke. They just go outside and have a smoke for 5 minutes, have some rest.
It's like, yo, my chemical dependency's acting up. I gotta go outside for 5 minutes. Like, yeah, okay, go.
Yeah,
good time.
Why is that? Why don't I get those 5 minutes?
Where's my heroin break?
Yeah. Hello, I've already got my belt on. What do you mean?
I'm gonna need 12 hours.
Yeah.
Let me go on break.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty much all to say for the party. The rest of it ran smoothly. Like, it was a good time.
Yeah,
Everybody
it was great.
enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. It was good.
Plenty of people who got fucking tanked. That was fucking great.
I went home pretty early. Like, afterwards, you guys went to a techno party, I think. I didn't go, so I just went home.
Up until like 4 a.m. But surprisingly, at the club, I only drank water. I didn't drink any alcohol. And they gave free water, so I was always just like, I had a glass of water, I was always drinking it, and the next day I felt completely fine.
Oh, nice.
Like, no hangover, nothing. And I was like wasted.
I mean, Greg, your roommate, he was...
he was really
hungover.
Yeah, he was dying.
It was great, though, because we went... Like, me, Matti, and Etienne, and Greg, so that's his roommate. We were watching... Oh, no, not Matti.
Not Matti.
It was Ben, Nebby. We were watching Samurai Cop the next day in this house, and it was fantastic. For everybody who hasn't seen Samurai Cop, if you want to see a movie that's super genuinely funny, like, it's so good.
It's honestly, like, the humor behind it feels kind of disingenuous to like what the movie wanted to go for, but it feels like such real humor. It's like there's no way this was an accident. It feels like it's purposefully set up that way.
And it's like everything is one take, basically, like every scene, every cut, it's all one take, and the dialogue is fantastic.
They have the classic,
so good.
There's always the classic shot where it's like
just the face,
only the face in the middle, and the rest of the screen is empty. It's just like the room, and they're like, you told me about this stuff, like, ooh. Overreactions, and oh man, it's so good.
Oh, dude,
there's great. There's one of my favorite things is in the beginning he says like, he's fluent in Japanese, like he speaks fluent Japanese, and the first time he confronts the Japanese mob boss, he takes like 5 attempts to actually pronounce the name. He's like, you're Fukuyoshi. It's like, dude, this guy's fluent in Japanese. He should just know. He should just say it like instantly.
Yeah, it's great. Good movie. Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, everybody who's into funny, if you like funny, you should watch Samurai Cop.
Okay, I'll tell you. If you like The Room, if you like Birdemic, if you're into that sort of shit, watch Samurai Cop.
Yeah.
It'll blow those movies out of the water. Like, so good.
Definitely.
And the music is insane. Is amazing. It's like 80s action music, generic 80s action music.
It's actually really good. It got me hyped for some scenes. It was actually really good.
I could see it being kind of a nuisance when it came out because like the music seems kind of generic for the time period. But now that it's in retrospect, it's like, that's cool music. Like, it works well.
Yeah. Oh, is it Greg?
Is it Ghost?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
We gotta wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up.
Oh god, quick.
Okay, quick. Let's go to the next subject. Okay. So we talked about this last podcast. We wanted to compile a list of people Risc has lost to.
Yeah.
Knuckles was very kind. He said, I beat Knuckles.
Yeah.
I beat Risc.
Initially, our first plan was to make a big list of people based on this website called Bracket that we have, where it tells you when people lost to other people and how much they lost by. Yeah. So we'd know like set counts, game counts essentially, but for like everybody who Risc has lost to.
Yeah.
And at that point, we'd like rank them like 1 to whatever of like how much he's lost to these people. But number one, that's not super accurate because it doesn't account for like weekly losses as well. I don't know if he counted those as well.
Oh, definitely.
And then also older losses because Bracket is a very recent thing. It happened around like the beginning of the NTSC trial period. But Risc actually gave us a full list. He actually
compiled his own list.
He gave us a full list.
We didn't even have to do any work.
0 work involved, and we get to reap the benefits.
Here it is. Do I just... it's such a long list.
We can just try and put it up on screen.
So many losses.
I can put it up on screen right now. Did you see the names? They're scrolling. There's me. There's me. You see me? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you're in there.
And then how long down the list are you?
Now it's done.
Oh, okay, it's done. It's done. It's already.
It's done. It's been done.
Damn, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, you were in there somewhere.
I wasn't.
You wasn't? You weren't?
I weren't.
You wasn't? You what?
No, so I don't know. I think I have played him maybe like before he switched to DK. And But I don't know if it's like official tournament.
I mean, you played him at Sector C once.
Yes. Yes. That's what I was gonna. Can we stop talking? Okay, next subject.
Next, moving on.
Yeah, it's great.
No, okay. I think it needs to be said because we do talk a lot of dumb shit about Risc. So you should give him some credit.
He's good. He's good. I mean,
good man.
So I played a lot against him on netplay. Oh, I beat him on netplay tournaments every single time. It's recorded. It's in my VODs.
Yeah, same though. I beat you every time in netplay.
Yes. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. We haven't played that many times. We played like once, and you lost by Miss Ledge Dash last time.
Oh yes, classic. Gotta get that galint. Yes.
And you were streaming. Oh man, so beautiful.
Tragic.
So good.
Tragic.
Best moment of my life.
Worst moment of my life by far. So no, Risc beat me at Sector Z. We started off Pikachu DK. He doesn't believe in that matchup. It was best of 3. I win the first game. He counterpicks me to, I think, FD, if I remember. And he picks Luigi. I'm like, okay, this is still like a pretty decent matchup. And I was fucking him up the second game. And then I think I ledge dash killed myself twice. I lost the second game and I was tilted. I was so done. And then my fucking C-stick stopped working mid-third game. I couldn't do aerials. And then I lost.
Yeah, I mean,
but still, he was actually really good with Luigi. I was actually surprised by how good his Luigi was. It was good.
I mean, it's like tumbling down a hill. Like you trip once, and then it's just like.
Yeah, he tripped endless.
Me. Yeah, he tripped you.
He tripped me.
If I ever see him in public, I'm gonna trip him.
You should.
Just for you, revenge.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's Risc's list of losses. I think we've covered it now. We're done with Risc.
If you didn't see your name there, but you know you beat him, make sure to
let us know. Let us know.
We'll amend it. We'll make right what was done wrong to you.
Yes. And then after a couple of months, in the 3rd episode, we might talk about it again.
Probably good to mention this. Essentially, for the next 2 months, I will not be in the same country as you.
The Netherlands.
Maybe beginning of August, but I don't know if I have time to record.
Yeah, I don't know if I have time. So
you'll be working, and I'll be going to Fete.
Yeah.
But so for 2 months we might have a little hiatus, maybe like 1 or 2 updates based on like random shit. So if we have anything to say, we'll make sure to make it known.
Yeah.
And until then, you can just rewatch these 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Just
perfect.
If you need your dose of us, you can call me anytime. Ring me up. If you have my number.
Don't call me.
Yeah, don't call him.
No.
Call me.
Yeah, he's the consolidate guy. Yeah.
I'm the HR department.
Yeah.
I have the line and I'm like, hello? Yeah, do you have a complaint?
I'm the boss.
No, we will not stop swearing.
Definitely not. No, we don't want you on the podcast.
That's another thing. Okay, guys, we really appreciate all of the people coming out of the woodwork saying like if they want to be on the podcast, they want to be considered. But keep in mind, because of the limited amount of time we have to film these, and because of how spontaneous it is, essentially this has been planned for like a few days, basically.
Yeah.
Like it was not planned beyond that. Keep in mind, it will be very hard to get some people on, and we will be doing it based on our choice, not based on who asked first or who has more notoriety. It's essentially who we believe to be someone we can have a good conversation with, someone who will carry their part of the podcast, and someone who people will enjoy tuning into. So keeping that in mind, do not be offended if you're not immediately invited, because obviously we're not going to invite everybody at the same time, right?
Yeah.
It'll eventually come to you if it's going to come to you.
Yeah.
You just have to wait.
And having that said, I think we might start with a good friend.
A good man.
A good friend of ours, Nebby, because I think he's a great guy. Mm-hmm. He has a lot of insight. He knows a lot about Melee.
Of course.
He always acts like he doesn't.
Yeah.
But he does.
We should probably just put our cards on the table. For the first few, what we're thinking is Nebby.
Yeah.
You mentioned Bowen.
Right.
I would be very happy to have Bowen on. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Anybody else you can think right now that is like top priority?
I think maybe. I mean, if he wants though. Jimmy hasn't like. Yeah. I think Jimmy would be great.
Jimmy would be so good to have on.
But I don't think that will happen.
I think also like Hoos would be good to have on.
Hoos would also be good. I think he would be great actually. Yeah.
So yeah, If any of you guys watch it and you want to be on, just reach out to us and we'll make sure that you know.
Yeah.
Just to be sure. Otherwise, you will get your invite when it comes to you.
Yeah.
And then we'll plan it out. And again, if you're not available for that time or like for an extended period of time, we just wait, have you on later, put other people up first. It's all good. And of course, we will still have episodes where it's just us two.
Yeah.
That's the idea, right? Where it's like we still try to keep it sort of faithful to what it is. So we're not always going to have people on, and there will be times where we literally cannot have somebody on due to time constraints, and it'll just be us.
Yep.
But yeah, it'll be a good time.
That's that.
Also, put it in the comment section below who you want to see,
and
on
click
the
the bell button.
Click that motherfucking bell.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Calm down, bro.
No.
So, do you want to talk about Fete or Awakening or Superbous?
I'm not going to Superbous or Awakening. I'm going to Fete with Ben, with Nebby. So I'm excited for that. It's gonna be like my first major in a while, or not major, like big tournament. Essentially, when I say major, I mean like really big tournament.
Yeah.
I went to Syndicate in 2017. Good time. Drowned in pools. Lost to Fezwa and Casper V. And Jules. That was a rough pool.
It's a rough bracket. Yeah.
But it was cool because I met Fezwa, and he was like the first Dutch smasher I met, and we hung out for a while there, and like we got to know each other. Yeah,
he's a good guy.
Also met Friezo through that. So
nice.
like that was just like a little group I hung out with at Syndicate. But this time it'll be big Dutch group going, having a good time. Everybody's supporting each other. Hopefully the crew battle goes okay. If I have to play
I really wonder how it's gonna be like, because judging by what's going on Twitter and stuff, and everybody seeing it as the successor of Air, I think that actually might be what you guys be getting, or it could go like wrong, because I don't know if there's any TOs involved that were also TOing at Air.
I don't think so. The big thing that I see it as is like, for me, I didn't go to Air.
Yeah.
So me going to Fete, I'm not going in with any high expectations. I'm not going in with like the pre-knowledge of like what Air was. So me seeing Fete as like its own thing is fine. I don't have any issue with that. But I think a lot of people are immediately going to try and make the comparison between Fete and Air and try to say like, oh, what did Fete do worse than Air?
I mean, they put themselves up for that.
Pretty much.
They pretty much like used the fame of Air to like boost their attendance, and it worked. And I think that's a good idea. But now they need to like show that it's actually gonna feel the same, gonna have the same experience.
Disclaimer that they actually specifically said like we are not associated with Air. Like they don't. They want to make sure people know that it's not like an actual successor, but the way they announced it and the way that it's set up in terms of like summer event, really big, international players coming into the UK, and it's held where like you're going to be able to have access to a lot of alcohol. Essentially, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But that's just a Smash tournament in general.
Great stuff. I think, I mean, if this is going to be like Air, I think everybody should definitely go. I can't, unfortunately. I have to work. It sucks, but I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Gonna make that shmoney.
Real life comes into play, and then it's like,
but you know, it's not too bad. I might go to Awakening. I'm not sure yet. I have something set up for August, and it's in August, I think.
Yeah.
I think I can go, but it really depends on who else is going. Cause,
I'm in Germany for literally 2 months, and then the one weekend, well, not the one weekend, because I'm also gone for Fete, but one of the weekends I'm gone in August, I come back to the Netherlands for an event, and that's the weekend of Awakening. Yeah. So it's like such bad timing, because if you go to Awakening, essentially what will be happening is we'll be trading places, and then going back afterwards for like this one period of time.
That's crazy.
The stars align. Yeah. The blue moon come out once again.
Not again, bro.
Not again. Get out of here, bro.
Get out of here.
It's not time for a Restless Will stream. Get him out of here.
Okay, so I think that's that. Not a lot of people in the Netherlands are going to Superbous. I know Risc is.
Risc is.
So if you want to beat Risc and get on that list,
you better attend Superbous. I can tell you that I helped the TO of Superbous get to an event. I think it was Sector Z. And so we were like hanging out with him for a while, and he's a cool dude. Teabag, very nice dude. Unfortunate name, but very nice guy.
What do you mean? It's just tea.
Yeah, it's just for the drink.
Yeah. Great.
When people played Halo online and they said teabag him, they just meant like go get some tea. Dude.
Give him a tea.
Simmer down, man. You're too hyped up. You gotta drink some tea.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's that. And maybe we should...
I would like to just give a disclaimer as well. Like, I keep saying the word disclaimer. I'd like to give a warning. A very, very heartfelt warning.
Warm warning.
Warm warning. If you're in a forest, be careful where you sit. Don't sit under a tree with these fucking shitty processionary caterpillars that literally cover your body in little itchy little red dots. I'm fucking obliterated by them right now. My entire back is covered in little itchy spots.
It's rough.
My arms are fucking destroyed. Like, my feet, under my feet, have bites.
I don't know how you managed to get that.
It's like walking around barefoot, essentially. And you don't even have to come in contact with the little fuckers. Their hairs go in the wind. So if you're anywhere near them and you just happen to get some blown into you by a little bit of shitty wind, you're going to have a terrible time. It's been approximately 3 days and the itching has not gotten any better. They are going away, but the itching is still fucked. So if you do get the chance, don't sit under a tree. Don't go to the forest. Stay inside, play some Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Yeah, close the windows.
Close the windows.
Turn the heater on.
Cover yourself with like a hazmat suit. Just sit somewhere. Go away from windows. Just stay away from the outdoors. It's not safe.
It's not safe.
Do not come outside until like August.
Yeah.
And then go to Superbous and beat Risc.
Yeah. Especially that.
Yeah. Make sure, don't forget, mark it in your calendars. But that's pretty much it. Yeah. Also, shout out to Glover.
Great game.
Amazing game.
Never played it.
I played like 10 minutes of it.
And it was the best 10 minutes of your life.
I liked it. I also didn't know it was Hasbro. And my copy says Glover on the top in marker.
All right, so I guess it's time for our little game.
Little game time.
It's time for who becomes the cocked.
Who
half cocked.
Which one was it again? Cocked is the loser, right?
No, cocked is the winner.
Okay, cocked is the winner. All right. So we don't have the tarp this time with the road, but we do have Glover to cover up this pack of cards, because last time we did digital entertainment. We played with video games, mainly Nintendo. But this time, we're going old-fashioned. We're going back to 1972, when Daniel Poker invented playing cards.
Daniel Poker. Oh, that was smooth. You're good at that.
Yeah.
You just wanted to flex. Isn't that it?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, hey, you want to see something cool? You want to play? We're gonna play 52 card pickup. Okay.
What's that?
You actually don't want to know, dude. Okay. We'll play it after we play our actual game.
Okay.
So we're gonna play blackjack, which means no dealer. We're playing against each other, head to head. We need to adjust the camera.
I don't know how to play blackjack because I'm not a card game.
I'll brief you on the rules while I'm setting up the camera to see what's going on. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll do best of 3.
No, best of 1.
You want to do best of 1?
Yeah, okay, we're gonna do best of 1, just like the last time.
It's always a fucking best of 1. Okay.
Always a best of 1.
So I'm actually gonna mix this up here. I'm not gonna shuffle, but you get to pick your 2 cards. So.
All right.
Just pick and keep them face down.
1, 2.
Okay, I'm gonna pick 2 cards as well.
Can I look at them?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. And now any draw will come. Actually, we could do draw the same way, where like you pick a card from like the stack, the pile.
Okay.
It's fanned out. No, not yet.
I'm so sorry.
Bring 1 card up, whichever card you want, and we'll flip it. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, flip. All right, 5, 7. So you're on 7.
Yeah.
Next one. All right, I'm on 15. You're on 17. Okay. So.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
Ah, shit. I feel like I have to hit. Yeah.
Okay, go for it. If we both bust, we're both fucked.
Oh, I win!
You got... No, but if I also get 21, then we tie.
Okay.
Dude, fuck my life.
Yes, bro.
How did you manage to get a 4?
It's beginner's luck.
6. Please be a 6.
Yes! So close. Let's go. Yes.
How did I lose by 1?
Are you ready for the next one?
The next
episode. Maybe we'll think of something else.
Yeah, hopefully. My finger does not hurt anymore. So
that's it. Fuck.
Fuck.
I win.
You win.
Yes, dude. Oh,
God fuck.
that felt great.
Here's your prize.
Thanks. It's a good prize. All right. Well, let's go back to the overhead
Okay.
setup.
So.
Okay, so I'm the winner.
You're the cocker.
And you're the baker once again. You know what? Maybe I'll make a hair cake for you.
Oh, fuck. Please.
No.
Please don't.
No, we're not going to do vile shit because I don't want to do that either.
The punishment is that I have to watch like some horrible video. One guy, one jar or some shit.
We'll think about it. We'll think about it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I guess that's it.
I can't believe I bring shame upon my family. They told me,
again,
whatever you do, not become a baker.
Over and over and over again.
Whatever you do, son, don't go down the path of the baker. And I was like, yes, papa. And now,
but here you are, the baker.
Second time, fucking wrong.
All right, bitch.
I'm gonna lose every one of these. I know I am. It's gonna be some stupid running joke. People are gonna think it's rigged, that I always lose.
All right, well, that's it. Thanks for watching, I guess.
No,
or listening. You. What?
No, thank you.
No.
Didn't I already make this joke last time?
I think so, yeah.
Fuck, dude, I'm getting stale.
You're definitely the baker.
I can't think straight. My mind's all scrambled because I just won. I just lost at a game of pure luck.
Yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough.
It shouldn't be like this. I want to go home.
You are home.